Okay, I'm going to share some techniques and tricks that I use to help build some consistency and structure in my course materials, just to help students feel a bit more confident and comfortable with online or blended learning. So these materials that I'm talking about are what I consider hybrid materials. They can be printed or completed online, which are great for the blended learning options. So I host the course materials in my Moodle, but I can also host them in my Google Classroom as well. Right now they're in Moodle. I'm just going to go to the main page and you'll see the units are all set up. Every unit is the same setup. And that helps, again, with building the consistency. So students know there's an assignment booklet, a practice question answers, and a self-assessment quiz for each section. I'm going to open up the assignment booklet here. I have it open and just go to the top. So there's an assignment booklet for each section in the course. There's 8 sections, and sections are broken down into topics. I list the topics at the beginning. So what I wanted to point out for each topic is that I use a nice dark line to really emphasize you're starting a new topic. I don't use color necessarily to split up things, because when students are printing, they're typically printing in black and white and they're not going to have that color. I also don't want to depend on color to indicate things to students, as some students may not be able to identify the different colors. So I'm only using colors for my personally, so everything that is in this unit is blue kind of idea. But I use the dark and the light contrast to kind of create a bar and a break and a barrier. So for every topic, there's an explore section where students are watching videos or reading textbooks, or I have, in some of these explores, I actually have detailed notes in there as well. And then in the practice section, this is where they're answering questions about those different things that they did in the Explore. So I provide the space that they need to answer these questions. So whether they're answering them online in a digital space or they've printed them off, I'm really keeping that conscious in my head that there's enough space for students to put their responses right on this document. And then the next section is assessment. And this is what I actually am marking. So same thing again here, topic 2, we have an explore section with the videos. We have the practice with some more charts areas for students to put their writing in and their questions, and then the assessment. And you've probably noticed I use a lot of QR codes. Oh, there's a lot in that one. So I use the QR codes. You can see right at the top here, I have this extension to just create a quick QR code for whatever website I'm on. And then there's also a bit.ly. I can make the quick short bit.ly link too. This extension is just called Create Short URL or QR Code. There's a ton of different extensions that you can use, but that one's super sweet and easy. So the QR code works really well for students that have printed this off and just want to quickly capture and get to the website on their phone to watch the video. They can just take a picture of the QR code, or I also provide the shorter YouTube URL or a bit.ly there, so they can type it in if the QR code is not working for them. At the end of every section, there's also a lab or investigation, and it also follows a very consistent pattern as well. Another place where I built some structure in is a course outline, and the start here. You'll see a start here in every single course on our Moodle website that points to the course outline. And I try and use the course outline to provide as much structure and information about the course as possible. This talks about the course organization, so how it's broken into the explore and practice and assessment and investigation sections. But also what I really like, and I know students use this a lot, is the course checklist. So this breaks down everything students need to do and complete as they move through this course. They can create a due date for themselves and record their marks, so they have an idea of how they're going through the course. I hope that helps give some ideas on different ways to build some structure in courses.